What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video guys, I have several amazing news. First of all, I will show you an update from RareDD, and he just published his video that is explaining in details. It is the most thoroughly made video that I've ever seen in regards to MMTLP story, and I have to admit that this might be a very good and huge piece of a puzzle that will help us to solve this problem. On top of that, I will show you even more due diligence from community members. I will show you that we have even more evidence that FINRA lied and they violated their own rules. And I have to admit that all of these tiny pieces lead us to the major solution that will eventually help us to win this battle. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it, because for now, more than 60% of my viewers who are consistently watching MMTLP videos are not my subscribers. And guys, please hit this button in order to help my channel to be a voice of MMTLP community. So, and without further ado, let's get started. RareDD posted this tweet 7 hours ago, and let me quote it for you. This is a 2-hour movie in response to Gary Gensler's February 2024 lackluster response to Ralph Norman's and the 70-plus congresspersons that signed the letter requesting answers related to MMTLP. Conflicts are examined as well as made-up similarities. And I have to admit that he intended to publish this video a couple of weeks ago, but he had some problems with rendering of this video. He had some problems with adding new additional information, and for now we have this video. And guys, I have to admit that it is a very long video, 2 hours long, but this video, in my opinion, is the most thoroughly made video in regards to MMTLP, especially in regards to the most recent update from the very beginning of February. And let me remind you that Gary Gensler answered to the Ralph Norman's open letter only on February the 6th. And since then, basically for less than a month, RareDD made this masterpiece. And it is definitely worth your attention, and subscribe to his channel, Joshua W. As you can see, for now he has only 125 subscribers, and watch this video. So let me show you further. We are on John Burda's Twitter account, and I saw several times that some of community members said that potentially John Burda is hiding some information, because, for example, he didn't disclose any information in regards to flamethrower. And some people thought that John Burda has an NDA agreement with some of social media personalities. But he published this tweet that pretty much denies all these facts. So it has been brought to my attention that people are still spouting that I had an NDA with Bird Lady, Smokey, or any other social media personality. Not true. Also, everything I have posted on this account are my opinions and not of any management team. Not NBH, not MMTLP, not MMAT. And yes, I think we deserve to know this information, and John Burda, in my opinion, has one of the highest levels of transparency in front of MMTLP community. On top of that, John Burda also admitted Tommy Donahue's due diligence, and he reposted several of his tweets. And I have to say that Timmy Donahue made a very good due diligence in regards to the illegal activity of FINRA. And I covered it in my yesterday's video, and here is the summary, pretty much the summary of his efforts. So he posted this on March the 3rd, and let me quote it for you. Number 1, MMAT is listed on the NASDAQ. Number 2, MMAT is listed on the OTC. Number 3, they cannot be listed on both. Number 4, MMAT is listed on the OTC product type UTP. 5. UTP stands for unlisted traded privileges. 6. All of that is wrong, it's not possible, it's also illegal, and FINRA governs the OTC market. There is a lot more there, but I hope that suffices. And guys, I have to say that yesterday I read the same exact tweet, and later on I found out that ticker symbol might be listed on Nasdaq and the OTC market at the same time, but in this case this asset should meet some requirements. And let me show you that just a couple of hours ago I found out this tweet that was written by Dead Cat, and Dead Cat wrote, technically they can be dual listed legally even without the knowledge of the company, but if that is the case they have to go through a process and get approval through the SEC. And by they, I am talking about a market maker or the exchange itself. I don't think they did. And guys, I will quote you the answer from Timmy Donahue, but first of all, I want to tell you this fact. FINRA's main line of defense is their immunity. On top of that, they are consistently trying to show the facts that by itself are not illegal. But we have multiple facts, and some of these facts cannot be the reality at the same time. So this means they are trying to grab a tiny piece of information out of the context and give this to the broader audience as the fact that it is not an illegal activity. But if you combine several facts together, definitely it will be a pure evidence. It is like a tiny pieces of a huge puzzle. If you combine it together, you can see the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is not the best for FINRA and for other market makers and authorities. And let me show you what did Timmy Donahue write. So 100%, if they got a UTP exemption, which is just another way to snake around rules and regulations, the numbers reported are well over shares outstanding. The key thing is JPMX, JPM-X, it is JP Morgan's ticker symbols, went through ATS using FINRA's XADF. FINRA is an SRO and an exchange. They also provide quoting, and JPMX using XCDF as a vehicle is manipulating the price or even just moving the price can be done. Or an SRO is not supposed to. But back to OTP exemption, under those rules, it couldn't have legally. And yes, he's talking about even more evidence of FINRA's illegal activity, and this is exactly what I am talking about. He also added this due diligence that he made basically just yesterday. Let me quote it for you. He wrote, that's a wrap, FINRA is now 100% guilty. JPMX is the only active member of FINRA's ADF, so-called exchange. See video below. To my brothers and sisters, this is officially a wrap. First threat was damning. This is my masterpiece. JP Morgan, FINRA, SEC. I did this with a cell phone. This is wild. Moldy Mark, go on FINRA Transparency OTC data, ATS issued data Tier 2 NMS weekly report. Choose December 18, 2023 or any week you want. Enjoy millions of shares on top of the 400 million I found earlier. And he added several screenshots and even a video where he proves his words. And yes, he found out that we have even more shares on top of previous almost 450 million shares that was issued, so-called issued by MMAT. And this is another evidence of this illegal activity. And guys, you might wonder why we are paying our attention to MMAT stock but not MMTLP. And here is why. You know that MMTLP is basically a spin-off. It is a dividend placeholder that was a part of MMAT company, and this is a spin-off of their oil and gas assets. And by proving that MMAT has much higher shares that it's supposed to have, we can conclude that this spin-off also had much higher level of share issued and outstanding than the 165 million. That is why, guys, it is another path. It is just evidence. How did FINRA perform their illegal activity and how they hide this information. And in my opinion, it is a huge piece of information. On top of that, let me show you again John Bruder's Twitter account. And he made this tweet. He basically reposted again the tweet from Timmy Donahue. And let me quote you this in details. So, Josephine wrote, "Thanks for the work. How did you connect all those dots and knew where to start? That's great, DD." And Timmy Donahue wrote, "Thank you. Someone stole our money and I'm getting it back. If this isn't enough to issue a subpoena, then nothing will. This is $1 trillion cover-up, and I say that with confidence. That first video, OTC, non-ATS, shows almost 500 million shares we never knew about. The second ATS issued is millions of more shares, but it's got FINRA's only ADF member, 100% tying them to illegal trading. I think a lot of powerful people are involved, which is why we've been stranded for so long. I've said it before, this is Wall Street's biggest secret. It's time for we, the people, to wring out all this scam and take back what is rightfully ours. If I did all that alone with the cell phone, imagine if we all get together and physically show up. They work for us, not the other way around. I am a strong Irish Catholic with the weight of God on my shoulders. I am not a hard man to find. People are telling me to be careful and I appreciate the concern. But my rule number one is do what is morally right, be loyal and never let anyone take food off your plate. MMTLP, time to strap up your bootlaces. FINRA, SEC, JP Morgan and the rest of the scam. When you pray for rain, expect the mud. And guys, I have to say that it is a brilliant due diligence. On top of that, we have another quite similar due diligence that proves Timmy Donahue's conclusion. And let me show you this. Odysseus was inspired by Timmy Donahue, and he wrote this. Today, I was inspired by Timmy Donahue and Mark Basile's argument to defeat immunity. FINRA has a significant revenue from CAT billing. Can we make an argument that FINRA does not want to reveal the CAT because they have significant revenue? Perhaps as it appears to have significant activity of exchange. Can make the argument that FINRA profits directly from market liquidities and its off-exchange activity. Just examine only FINRA line items in the report. Aggregate the November 2023 through January 2024 the totals. Aggregate 3 months volume more than 435 billion. And billing for 3 months is almost $9.5 million. As this is a 3-month period, we can extrapolate for a year period and estimate yearly volume roughly 1.7 trillion shares and yearly billing roughly $37.6 million. And he added these screenshots with this description. The summary for the 3 months, November 2023 through January 2024, in total volume and CAT billing. The monthly billing trade summary file provides the aggregate executed equivalent share volume and total CAT fees by product, site and venue for the industry. And let me show you these screenshots. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, you can see off-exchange and it is a FINRA's activity, and this activity is huge. It is only for 1 month alone, and FINRA's Nasdaq TRF has more than $3 million of volume. And we have 3 consecutive months and we have almost the same quite high numbers. And this is another evidence that FINRA is hiding this information. And guys, as I already mentioned just a couple of minutes ago, they are giving this information piece by piece, and each and every piece alone is not the huge violation, or potentially it might be even a completely 100% legal activity, but with several exemptions. And these exemptions are the key to prove that they are performing an illegal activity. And guys, our community connected so many dots that prove that they are wrong, and they were wrong at the time, basically since the merger of TRCH with MMAT, through the issuance of MMTLP placeholder, and through the spin-off to next bridge hydrocarbons. All this activity is pretty much illegal because they violated their own rules, and we have all the evidence of this. So guys, I think it is more than enough to end today's video, and I have a strong feeling that we are becoming closer and closer to the resolution. And this resolution, in my opinion, will happen in the upcoming several months, and we will win this battle no matter what. So I think that's all, and if you like my video, just hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and drop me a line in the comment section for whatever reasons you want. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack.